Oh.
This time you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station, that shifting skeleton ring surrounds you. Oh. For a moment you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. Um, these threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions, as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid.
What are we doing?
Observe.
Observe.
Yeah, even though you have no eyes, no sight, you see, feel the map of the station. No, not the map of the station, but the map of its connections. It is a looped cloud with spokes and spires that jut out into space. It is an ingrown thing full of obsolete loops and severed pathways. It is a system, a map, and a territory all at once. You notice a tugging feeling, pulling at you insistently as if it were a small child. Somehow it is pulling in two directions at once. You look down. It's your balls. Oh,
You don't have balls.
all of a sudden, you don't know.
You don't have
It's
any
my
genitalia.
You don't know.
You're a robot.
Everything shuts off, and
Oh my god.
you come back trembling into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours, all at once.
Fucking, you can get its stuff installed, I guess.
Exactly. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second and you feel it waiting there. The station splayed out across your mind, a storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it is gone.
Alright.
I'm hungry. We need to eat.
Yes, you do need to eat. Because every day that you go starving, you lose double the condition. And I believe if you do actions that lose condition, you also double that loss.
That was me on my last delivery.
Jay, how do you know the makers of the robot weren't weirdos? Why the fuck would a corporation not let someone have sex on the job? No, I don't think they would let them have sex on the job. This isn't Pornhub, bro.
I think they would.
All right, so do we want to take
it
that
might be
Fat 6 to the Bright Market?
Yeah. How are we gonna get food though?
I don't know.
Explore the market, I guess.
Well, that will bring it down to a 5, just so you know, because you have -1 into it.
Well, yeah, but everything else is gonna be negative, so.
No, it's not. The engage will be a full 6 because it's 0.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if I use it too, it's going to be worse.
I see what you're saying, yes.
Yes, so I'm going to use the 6.
Okay, where?
On exploring the market. Is this how we're getting food, though?
Yes, this is how you get food.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll it. You son of a bitch.
I would have asked for... Oh, you're so fucking lucky.
Yeah!
So
local knowledge.
There is one thing that you that I'll tell you. Negative will not push a 1 into like 0. So there is that.
I didn't think it would,
yeah.
But I didn't want to risk
it sometimes just doesn't want to let me pull it out. So are we done here, or do you want to try to...
This was not how we got food. I don't understand.
You have to finish this clock in order to unlock the food.
Oh, okay.
So either way,
throw that 2 into the danger.
That's gonna be a 50-50, so...
Well, let's see what happens.
Ooh, neutral outcome. You lost money, but...
Nice.
The thing happened. Alright, so... What happened,
I found the doctor.
When you finish something, you have to leave the location and it will unlock new areas around it. Or something new at the same location. So do we want to talk to the doctor?
No, let's go try to sunbathe real quick.
Well, I'm gonna point you to Emphas. He's the food guy. And
so if I sunbathe, I don't get another dice roll?
So if you sunbathe, you waste the dice roll instead of just buying the food with cryo. So it's up to you what you do in the end. I'll just let you know that Emphas
So what does
sells
sunbathing
food.
do again?
It uses an action to sunbathe and gain energy. So it'll put it at a 2.
So energy. Oh, I was associating energy with dice. Never mind.
Yeah, so energy is
Go
this
to the
starving
food
thing.
people.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's you.
Emphas is busy, his broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok.
Thick.
His other hand he is thick, idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red fleck dressing. The smell is incredible. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bright salad and depositing it in plastic trays. A stack of chits rattles in his apron pocket as customers file past the burner, handing over payment.
What's so funny about a stack of chits?
I got the chit.
Oh my god.
Approach. You join the queue. It's mostly made of off-duty salvagers, vac suits unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vests, grubby mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best food on the eye, the best drink, comparing notes on bright market dives, their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. Eventually, it's your turn and you shuffle to the front. Emphas speaks in a deep, even tone without looking up.
First try is free.
Thank him. Don't be rude. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire and your skin hardens in its glare.
I know you. You sleepers.
Emphas says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear.
A hard life. A lot of stories.
He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes.
I know.
Well, let's tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility in its sudden arrival. And then he interrupts you and tells you, I know.
I know.
You tell him of the... Yeah. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycles spent within it. Now it seems, you tell him, like some dream that you once had, but can never forget. You tell him that the eye excites you and scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand.
Next time, we can talk some more. But next time...
He smiles.
But next time, you pay.
He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner side and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades.
Next time, then, sleeper.
He thinks we're cute.
How do you know? I will say there's a distinct lack of horny in this game. There is no horny in this game. No one tries to fuck you.
That is refreshing.
And since you're a robot, you're not trying to fuck anything.
Yet. Nice ASMR. Thanks, Inky.
That was me.
He waves you away. It's me.
It's me.
It's not me. He waves you away and begins to oil the wok. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pen marks. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back.
So, another reason why I love this game, so there's no meat in space. There's no way to get meat. Instead, it's fungus. Fungus is what people treat at like meat.
That makes sense.
in space, and it's a nice lore touch.
Portobello
that I
is
love.
pretty meaty.
Exactly. And I love that touch. All right, do we want to go to the doctor now?
Yeah, let's go to the doctor with our 1 die. This should be great for our health.
Next!
Oh god. Comes a call from the enforcer at the door.
Just so you know, they're Yakuza, so...
Oh god.
I'm not
down the
I'm not
flickering
just doing that
hallway.
on purpose.
Yes, you are. Towards
Yeah,
the open apartment door, you keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. Because you're a dirty, dirty boy.
You're a dirty, dirty robot with dirty, dirty
You're a dirty,
arms.
dirty bot. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now you're here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hat block, they have all made the long queue a test of your nerve. But your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizer, your body will... You suppress a shiver and shuffle towards the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. Look inside. You lean against the door frame and look into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctuated with the green indicators of stacks of sealed containers. I'm trying to choose everything like what my first decision is, so it's more natural.
Like impulse.
See if I die. Yeah.
I will say
The
these
entryway is-
early decisions don't matter, but later ones will.
Okay. You lean in and see amber light filtering through a far doorway, what? Screened with plastic sheeting beyond which blurred shapes move. The slap of the enforcer's palm against the doorway jerks you awake.
Wait your turn!
He growls. Oh, so now we're rushing?
Yeah, I fucked that up.
After a few moments... After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway, and you catch a distant voice.
That would be you. They are they.
Me?
Yeah.
Send
You'll
the
see
next
them.
one in, Toshiro!
You'll see them in a second.
The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. So I see you assume Toshiro.
No, I know
The
Toshiro's
room
guy.
beyond.
He's faceless,
No, I
but
meant, I meant Yakuza.
Ah, yeah.
Stupid. The room beyond is bathed in warm light.
Not a
floor
good
to
time
ceiling
to be Russian.
transparent
Yeah,
panel.
I know.
No, it is not. Gives a full view of the bright market sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above, and for a moment you're transfixed by the motion.
Oops.
The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak, they blink, and then regain their composure. Please, sit. They gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table.
You're doing that on purpose.
Maybe. You sit. Sabine turns, a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to their eye. Remain still, please. Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. Ooh. How long have you been on the station? They asked, the scanner still to their eye. A few cycles.
Alright.
They nod. It's good you came to me. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. SNARP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose to prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping. They built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence.
Obsolescence?
Sure. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which SNARP remains the sole producer of. SNARP just feels like a garbled word, like a
right.
Yeah. They look up. Sound familiar? Yes. Yeah, because we know that that we're gonna die
Yep.
without stuff. Good, that may help. They swap to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sabine says, and you're unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or everything else. Emulations like you, sleepers as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm, and SNARP has no reason to really stabilize her into the market. Ah, fuck. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something. Anything.
You're gonna die!
Yeah, Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help. They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door.
Thank you. Lamau, no rights, yep. We're a robot. We don't get rights.
We robot. You saw Toshiro outside. You nod. He works for my benefactor. Yet again. They are influential in the low end. They give me the space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds. They look away. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Why? Help me. Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. Okay. You nod and leave, Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if they can see their face. To see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Alright, well, we find a doctor.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't think that counted as a drive complete. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, that didn't count. So that's your upgrade screen, by the way. This you get upgrade points by completing drives or quest lines, and then you can just pick something to upgrade. Right side costs 2 upgrade points. Left side costs 1.
Okay.
All right. So what do we want to do with that last dice?
Let's go. I don't know. I guess work?
Dragos' yard or the shipyard?
Sure. What's
Dragos.
the difference?
Difference is one's for a quest, the other's not.
Okay.
That you know of.
Give us that +1.
All right.
Wow. I think you said, wow, your character's edgy. Hell yeah, we
We
are.
are.
Our sharps are sharp.
Yes, okay. So you only need one more and then you're done. All right, so
Now we
sleepy
go
time.
to sleep. Sleepy time. Our edges are the sharpest.
I think today might be the day.
Again. Huh?
I think today might be the day.
Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparks with glittering lights like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, and leaping off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that it seems almost impossible to parse. But you begin to try. Focus on the threads. There are more threads than you can count. You choose one that passes nearby and approach it. As you inspect it, you understand why you instinctively chose the word thread when you first saw them. They are not single lines, but rough, fuzzy things, woven from data strings of all kinds. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There is so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the path and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied around you. Let's go for the first.
For the first?
The first thread leads out away from the station into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. Uh-oh, well, let's ignore that and look at the second. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something, a sphere shimmering above a strange angular body.
It's
A
Inky.
pulse shoots out from it.
Inky's at the
Oh,
end of the
God.
other thread.
A pulse shoots out from it,
I'm
passing
in
over
the
you like a
game.
torch beam.
Yes,
Testing
you. Are,
you. Tasting you.
Inky.
You open your eyes. Time is short. Uh-oh.
So let's see. Yes, today's the day.
I can now access the data cloud of the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So this is essentially the second map that you get, and you can do things here, but they require specific dice. So rather than being chances, you have to match the input that it wants, and then you get the thing. This is where you go to spend your low chance dice. So ones and twos are the main usage here, because they don't have
cool.
chances of being a negative thing. You just get what's on the other side of the node.
Okay.
And different things will do different stuff. So like a key node will always give you a key. Havenge agent will always give you Havenge data. And then I believe the other type is Yatagan agent. Yes, that will always give you Yatagan data. And then there's specific ones that you need something specific for, like the Solheim gate. You need the Solheim key to get in. And I think that's the only special thing you have now. Oh, there is the Havenge gate. You need a Havenge cipher to open that bitch up. All right. So what are we doing today? And this will be our last day.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to the market.
You want to go to the market? Okay, well, the market is just these three things now. It's Emphasis Stall, Sabine Surgery, and the Ord Exchange. Here you can either try to play the exchange, which is not easy for you, or sell components.
Get out of here. Go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor? Okay.
Or is that just gonna be whenever that yellow line fills up?
Yeah, this is a cycle clock, so 2 more cycles and it'll be full. So what do you want to do? You do have one more tick for back in business, if you want to complete that.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's
If you take this 2, it'll be a 3, and that'll be okay chances. We're gonna go with that.
Let's do the 2, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
Nice.
All right, so now.
You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter.
She is a beauty, isn't she?
Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it is lowered into the yard. What is it? Dragos laughs.
That, my friend, is A-grade scrap. Shouldn't it be grade A scrap?
Yes, but I am sensing that this game was translated, or maybe just it was that
Maybe it's future
escaped through the
talk.
editing.
Yeah, maybe it's future
Huh?
talk too.
No, I think it just escaped through the editing. Because there was at one point where it was like, you notice Dragos is stood against in the hallway
Yeah, and there's also
instead of his standing.
focused. I don't think that's how you spell focused.
Where is it
Right?
at?
Right here at the top. The first thing, or right here in the middle now, next to the S in Dragos.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
focused.
Yeah, so.
I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this.
The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened?
What happened? What do you mean?
He glances at you.
I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened.
No, what happened to the ship?
Not my concern.
He shrugs. The ship creaks like a caving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited.
I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one.
The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion. Locked inside that container, the wreck of the S&R freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered? Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps, if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Inky said, so in a nutshell, shit game. No polish at all.
No, they just don't know how to read. Game is fine.
Dragos squeezes your shoulder.
After these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think?
You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side, Winter Light. Let's do it. He claps you on the back.
Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start.
Nice.
A real beauty.
Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Uh-oh.
Alright, so you got an upgrade point.
point.
Do you want to use that?
Yeah, let's see what we got.
So you can only buy anything on the left side.
Yeah, I know.
You could pull your Intuit out of -1, or you can get a perk, is what you can get.
Let's pull that shit out of a -1.
Alright.
I'm more intuitive than that. The real beauty? Me. You're right, Inky.
Yeah, Inky. Alright, so now you got a new cycle clock. A new cycle clock. That one's a lot longer. I think that's 12 cycles. And then you got 2 things to do here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so this one is separate. If you complete yard clearance, that will do that side. If you complete Winterlight you'll complete Winterlight instead. So this one is based on what you choose.
I guess let's forensic trawl.
Alright, with the 6 or the 1?
We'll just do the 1.
Alright. It is safe, so...
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Okay, so if you fail at this, it'll give you yard clearance, so keep that in mind.
What is yard clearance?
That will just get rid of it without exploring it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
There's that 6 into it.
Alright. Oops. Into for forensic troll, right?
Yeah.
Right.
How dare you give me a negative thing?
Alright.
Yeah!
And you got a scrap item
You
as
discover
well.
a hidden compartment with spare components and backup data storage just as to contain something of use. Yay! Time for sleeps.
Now you are low on energy, so do you want to buy some food before going to bed?
Oh yeah, can we do that?
Yeah. Because this will also progress this as well, and it's just spending money.
Let's just spend that money.
Alright. And that's where we're going to call it, because I believe something will happen tomorrow. Unless you want to run through that real quick.
No, we gotta call it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. What do you think so far, Gassy?
It's nice. It's a nice quiet game. This will definitely be a weekend game.
Yes, this is not something I want to throw into the mix and be like, we have to complete this. This is something that I feel like more people need to see and then play. If you have the Xbox Game Pass, please go download this game and play it for yourself. I've played through, I believe, 30ish cycles so far, and I love the story so far. They add characters all the time. They add new mechanics all the time. The areas open up sequentially and beautifully, and I fucking love it. And thank you for sticking with us, Inky. Really appreciate you, my man.
Yeah, thank you, Inky. You get some sleep. I probably won't play this on my own so that I can act more surprised and stuff when we do it.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm trying to take passive, but at the same time, I'm like, please don't kill yourself.
I would probably kill us. Goodbye!
All right, but goodbye!